Hello and welcome to another video. Now, as you might have seen from the video just before this one, I took a trip along the Geibi Line today to a small, very rural station called Hibayama. There were two photographs I wanted to take there, and I was prepared to spend over 5 hours at the station in order to get them. 5 hours just to take two photographs, you might ask? Yeah, absolutely. In any case, I knew that if I wanted those shots, I didn't really have much choice. Or in fact, any choice. After all, on this section of the Geibi Line, between Miyoshi and Bingo-Ochiai, there are only 5 trains a day each way. Heading from Miyoshi to Bingo-Ochiai, there's a train at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the next train is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, there's a gap of only 2 hours, positively frequent, until the next train at 4 o'clock, and then 2 more services at 6:40 and 8:30. From Bingo-Ochiai back to Miyoshi, the services are at 7 o'clock, 9:30, 3 o'clock, 5:30 and 7:30. Yes, when I say this is a really rural line, I'm not joking. And by the way, and before I get irate comments, those train times are rounded up or down to the nearest 10 minutes. I'm not a timetable, so please don't rely on me for train times. Anyway, I arrived at Hibayama on the 2 o'clock service from Miyoshi, and I took one of my shots fairly quickly of the 3 o'clock train. I was resigned to waiting at the station after that, only my iPad for company, for the 4.5 hours until the final train of the day back to Miyoshi, which was the other shot I was wanting to take. Now, a timetable with only 10 times on it for the whole day is hardly difficult to read. But, presumably because I was thinking only of the trains I wanted to take photographs of, I completely overlooked, for some reason, the train to Bingo-Ochiai at 4 o'clock and the return service at 5:30. But at Hibayama station, trying to kill 1 or maybe even 2 of the 270 minutes I had free, I wandered over to study the timetable displayed in the waiting room. And at that point, just like some sort of minor miracle, those 2 train times seemed to jump out at me. What's more, it was only about 10 minutes before the 4 o'clock train at that point. Even the timing was miraculous. And it wasn't just that. I even had a ticket I could use for travel anywhere in Hiroshima Prefecture, so I didn't have to pay a single yen extra. So, 3.5 hours more on the station platform at Hibayama, or a mini jaunt to Bingo-Ochiai and back. There was nothing to even think about. Which is why I'm on the train to Bingo-Ochiai right now. And what's more, I'm the only person on the whole train. Now fair enough, it's only a 1-carriage train, but even so, it's my 1-carriage train at the minute. Now anyway, I've travelled along this stretch of line many times, in all seasons, and the view from the train windows is never less than superb. And there's plenty of time to enjoy it, too, because the 5.6 kilometre stretch between Hibayama and Bingo-Ochiai is timetabled to take just short of 15 minutes. If you think that sounds slow, it is. For comparison, in 2001, the time between the 2 stations was just 8 minutes. And the reason for this slowdown is simple. Now, there are just so many sections with severe speed limits. And by severe, I mean 25 kilometers an hour sort of severe. Still, as I say, that means more time to enjoy the scenery. So let's do that right now. Anyway, we're just arriving at Bingo-Ochiai, and the line which is joining us from my right is the Geibi Line, another very rural line. The train I'm on now waits at Bingo-Ochiai for 1 hour and then heads back towards Miyoshi, and I'll be on it back to Hibayama. So, I do hope you've enjoyed the views from the train of what I would certainly say is one of my top 3 favourite stretches of the whole Geibi Line. And by the way, if you ever get the chance to come here on a snowy day, take it. Anyway, as ever, thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon in another video, but bye for now.